on in. Come on in. We are coming to you tonight to talk about testimonies.
Yes, indeed. And listen, for those of you who are looking at the poinsettia, for my best friend who
She just had to
is
tell y'all.
looking at the poinsettia saying, how did the poinsettia make it into the live? Because I just want to be transparent. My best friend of 29 years, she hates them. She's like, you keep them around all year. Poinsettias are only around Christmas time. This does not make any sense. Well, I'm just going to say, I'm living my best life. They're red. I like them. They
She
add
likes red.
a pop of color. I recognize that it's probably not the most appropriate thing. But now we've talked about the obvious, so you don't have to sit there saying, is that a poinsettia?
Is it Christmas time?
Is it
Is this an old video?
It's Christmas time all year. So don't judge, Sister Diamonds. Don't judge. Just love me the way I am.
Well, come on in the room, y'all. We want to talk tonight about, I use the word testimonies because I'm a person of faith, but you can call it all kinds of things, right? But it really is the fruit, right? And the bigger the fruit, the better the fruit, the more work you have to put in, right? And we want to talk about those tests behind the testimonies, right? Because a lot of times people can see the testimony. They see in the husband you have or the wife you have. They see those things, but they don't see what it took to get to those things. They see your business being successful, but they don't know what you had to go through or do to reach that success.
Right.
So we want to talk about that tonight because a lot of times people on the outside look in and they want to compare their beginning to somebody else's end.
Right.
Or compare their beginning to somebody else's middle. You look and think, oh, I could do that, or I want to have a business like that, but you don't realize how much actual work went in to getting to that place.
Right. My best friend talked about it at the watch party. Did y'all come to the watch party?
It was fantastic.
I hope y'all came. It was fantastical. Yes. But she talks about, first of all, we asked my best friend to talk at the watch party, and she did not know that we were going to ask her to talk. It was a surprise. So I didn't know what she was going to say. And one of the things that she said, which was just so kind, was you showed up for every opportunity. She's been my best friend for 29 years, which means before I got the vision for this aspect of my life, being on the Oprah Winfrey Network, she knew me before that. So she literally has been there with me when we're trying to figure out, okay, Oprah's coming to town. Let's try to get tickets. Let's try to go. Okay, this audition is happening. Let me audition for that and stand in line for hours. Okay, this person told me to meet them here to meet this person who's 5 degrees separated from her or 3 degrees separated from her. Okay, let me get dressed up. Let me go. She's been there throughout all of the tests, right? So what I find to be interesting is sometimes when we make up a narrative that everybody else has it easy, or the tests that we're going through in some way indicate that our blessing is not around the corner, or the test in some way indicates that you haven't been doing something right, or the test in some way indicates that you really aren't chosen because look at them and look at what's happening for them. It looks so easy, right? When the truth of the matter is your life is a wonder of the world.
Amen.
Your life is a wonder of the world, because until you're born, your life doesn't happen. Your life in and of itself is a wonder to the rest of the universe because you're the first to do it and you're going to be the last to do it. I'm going to let that settle.
You're the only one to do it.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
You'll be the first and the last to do your life because your life is a wonder of the world. So your test is uniquely positioned to qualify you for your testimony.
And trust me, the higher the mountains you climb, the bigger your goals, the bigger your vision, the bigger your plans, the bigger your test, the bigger obstacles you're going to have to overcome. Anything worth having does not come easy. You got to work for it. You're going to have to overcome those obstacles, those roadblocks, those challenges that come because it's just the way of nature, right? If it's worth having, you're going to have to overcome some things to have it. You're going to have to put in some work to have it. You look at beautiful relationships, beautiful marriages, beautiful relationships. On the outside, it could look amazing. It looks like, oh, they've been married 30 years and they're so in love and they're so cute. But if you talk to them for a minute, you might find out they've overcome infidelity, they've overcome financial hard times, loss of a child. Yes, you'll be amazed at what they have overcome, and yet they're still together because they put in the work. So it's easy to look at them and say, oh, that's a beautiful relationship. That's what I want. But do you want to put in the work that goes along with it? Because you could have a beautiful relationship, but you walked out after the first test. Right. And you didn't do the work to keep going to 30 years. So anything worth having requires some work, and you're going to have to overcome obstacles and challenges. And then you look at people in business, right? They want to start a business. You want to have high paying clients. However, you're not willing to become a high paying client. I'll wait and let that sit there for a minute.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait a second on that.
You want to attract high paying clients, yet you're a high paying client.
Just sit on that for a second.
Let that sit for a minute.
For a second. We're not calling anybody out. We're just calling what is real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So a couple of things. Look at what you are seeking to bring into fruition. Have you been tested and approved that you can handle what you're trying to call into fruition? Mm-hmm. Because you do have to show that you can be a great steward of this much, mm-hmm. to then be trusted with this much, mm-hmm. to then be trusted with this much, mm-hmm. to then be trusted with this much, and so on and mm-hmm. so forth. Mm-hmm. And it seems like the test is the thing. Mm-hmm. Can you pass the test? Now, here's what it has looked like for me. It's like having a competence in a certain grade. So you steward the lessons of the first grade. You get promoted to the second grade. You don't steward and learn the lessons of the first grade with the tests of the first grade, then you have to repeat. Mm-hmm. Now, you can't get mad at the repeat because every test is really positioning you for greater responsibility, greater blessings, greater opportunity. So if you learn the lessons and you pass the test, you get to be elevated and move to the next thing. Mm-hmm. So when you're looking at people and you're saying, wow, they have this, why can't I have this? Sometimes the greater question is, what was the path? Mm-hmm. What was your journey? Because I don't want to have what you have. Your life is a wonder, and so is mine. But I do want to have some understanding of the journey of how you've been able to garner all of these high paying clients.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been able to triple your business options and opportunities and revenue in the time that you've been in business?
Mm-hmm.
How have you been able to create a brand that's as solid as it is and has such great market share that it has?
Mm-hmm.
How have you been able to move up, even though when you look around, it seems like people are unsteady and people are being displaced, but you've been covered and you seem to be moving up in the most chaotic of situations. I don't want what you have, but I want to learn from your journey, because if I learn from your journey, the test of the grade that I'm in, I can pass the test and be moved to the next level.
But here's the thing. It's not always easy to get in the room with those people.
Yeah.
It's not always easy to get in the room where you can have the conversations with people who are already doing what you want to do.
Right.
Sometimes it requires an investment.
Yep.
So here's how that looked for me. When I was in corporate America and I had a vision of being my own boss, I had a vision of being an entrepreneur. I had a master's degree. I got 30 years experience. I had reached the heights of my career, but I had never been an entrepreneur. So I had to, first of all, start surrounding myself with entrepreneurs that would share with me what the journey was like. But then I realized, okay, I want to be an executive coach. So I had to start finding out, how does this work, right? Because the coaching part is one thing. The marketing is something else. The systems is something else. The sales process is something else. All those things, right? You got to figure out how to do.
Right.
So I had to start investing. So I invested in a sales process to learn the ropes. I started to volunteer to help people in their process of selling so that I could see the behind the scenes, right? And I started every little piece I had to learn, right? And that took investment. But that's the one thing I knew. In order to attract high-paying clients, I had to become a high-paying client. That's how I was able to pull things together. And when people see you're willing to invest in yourself, then they're willing to share done. So that's what we're offering you guys with SHEBrilliance. We are offering you the opportunity to be in the room with people who have already gone where you want to go. I'm talking about people who are trying to get a promotion in their job. You've been in a position for a while now. You're looking for a promotion. You just don't know how to make that happen. We got people that can help you to get that promotion. I'm talking about people who are in corporate America that now want to become an entrepreneur, want to step out, or they're currently parallelpreneuring and they want to make a transition. I've done that. I can tell you how to do that. We're talking about people who want to have a better relationship. You've got the relationship coach right here at your disposal. We're talking about the executives that are just looking, you're right there and you want to transition into the C-suite, or you want to become a better leader. You're already there, but you want to be a better leader. You want to build better relationships with your colleagues and your teams so that you can become a better leader. All those, if that's you, you need to be at SHEBrilliance.
Absolutely.
You need to be at SHEBrilliance. SHEBrilliance.com. Get your ticket. Come on through. Be in the room. You've got to be in the arena.
Got to be in the arena. And that's the thing, right? Many times we see what we want, and we got to go through a process of having the courage to even claim it and tell other people about it. Because, see, it takes a lot to tell people what it is that you want to do. Because what if I never get to be and work with Oprah? Then I look stupid. Because I told people that God said it. So what does that make me? is so big. And when I look at my present circumstance, I know they see my present circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I put that vision out there when my present circumstance doesn't look like I should even have the nerve or audacity to want that? You're hanging with the wrong crowd.
That's right.
You don't know how to do a sales funnel?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody that was born knowing how to do that.
It ain't no joke. A sales funnel is not. I paid a lot of money to learn how to do a sales funnel, and I still don't quite know how to do it. I still have some people that I have experts on my team that are available to people in SHEBrilliance that know how to do that.
Right. And here's the thing: I got my PhD in 2001. Mm-hmm. That's kind of interesting, right? So let's talk about that for a minute. I'll talk to people that know me. 19 years. I didn't become a master at coaching when I got my PhD. Mm-hmm. If I were to tell you how many courses, how much I've invested in being able to say, I am a master at this. And that's humble, right? Because when I tell you I'm learning all the time, and people will say to me, so how do you do it? Like you meet a couple or you meet an executive, you don't know what they're going to say. You don't really know what their truth is. You don't know what their fears are. You don't know what their goals are to do. And what I say to them is, first of all, I have been cultivated with the best of the best. It's number one. Second of all, I do study to show myself approved. Third of all, I take the Holy Spirit with me. Hope that doesn't offend y'all, because that's the truth, right? And I'm always trying to press towards the mark of what do I need to learn now, and who's the best of the best that can teach me that. Because if I could just, because I'm no cluck, right? I don't fly with chickens because chickens don't fly. I'm no cluck. I'm an eagle. I love eagles because eagles are the only bird that fly directly towards the sun. They ain't afraid of no bird at all because they know they can reach a height that nobody else can reach because they're willing to soar towards it. So I see myself metaphorically like that. And I know if I can just get in the room with the right people,
other eagles,
you can't stop me.
Yes. And you know, that's powerful because I'm going to tell you, sometimes I have been in rooms where an offer was made and I'm sitting with other people and they like, nah, I don't want to, that ain't for me. That ain't for me. That, they trying to get up, da. And I knew the opportunity was for me. See, everybody around you may not be called. Right? I say all the time, keep your core group. Keep the people that have held you down. Love them. You're going to need them. They're your support group. But surround yourself with people that have a different understanding. People that already have achieved what it is you want to achieve. Because they realize the value of the investments that you need to make to get where you need to go. Right. They realize the obstacles you're going to have to overcome, the tests you're going to have to overcome. They know it because they've already been there, right? So you might be around people to be like, child, I ain't got time for that. I'm going shopping. Or I'm not going to SHEBrilliance this weekend. Girl, it's Halloween. I'm taking my kids trick-or-treating. What's the return on the trick-or-treating? Let me ask you that. I'll wait. Investment at the mall. I'm in you and up-leveling you. you've got to figure out where you want to be and what's required to get there. And surround yourself with people who are willing to invest and pour into your next level. Mm-hmm. That's what we're trying to do at SHEBrilliance. That's what we're doing at SHEBrilliance. Right. Not trying to do. That's what we're doing at SHEBrilliance.
And one of the reasons this is the conversation about the test and the testimony. We've got women that are coming to SHEBrilliance. You ain't got to say nothing to them. They've been waiting. Mm-hmm. They
were the first to sign up.
They the first to sign. They like good. Yeah, yes, I will be there, mm-hmm. and I'm not gonna get to go to everything because I still gotta work. I still gotta do this, or I'm taking off. We see you, sis.
I'm gonna be in the room,
right? No matter what, mm-hmm. I'm gonna be there. But we also know there's a spiritual fight that is happening, and we will hold the space and we will war and work it out for the women that we know you're supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. And it will take another sister of brilliance mm-hmm. to hold the space and say, what you waiting for? Mm-hmm. What you waiting on?
Yeah.
Because that's part of the test. Mm-hmm. That's part of the test. I knew from 1993 what the Lord said. I had no concept how to get on television. Mm-hmm. I was a college student, majoring in psychology at Spelman. I had no concept how to get on television. I had to look and seek people that, first of all, could handle seeing what I saw. Then I had to look for people who could see what I saw and see it at another level than where I could see it. Mm-hmm. I could just see that this was a vision. Some may call it a prophecy, vision, dream, whatever works for you. I just knew who it came from and what it was. I was 21 years, 22. So think of the gist, right? So I had to start a journey of investing time, investing energy, connecting with people that could not only see where I could see, but they could see the next level. They could see the who, the how, the when, the where, and they could say things like, you know what? You'd be great on television. And then I could say, well, why do you say that? What do you think? What do you see? And they would say, well, here's what I think. Here's what I see. Here's who I know. Here's what you need to know. Here's what nobody will tell you that you need to know. Have you done this yet? Have you done that yet? Do you know this person? Let me introduce you to this person. You need to be cultivated in this. I bet you don't know. I did a radio show on Blog Talk Radio for over a year to get better at interviewing and asking questions. Just getting ready. Somebody said to me, if you want to do radio and you want to do television, Doc, you got to get your chops up. I said, what does that mean? You need to start investing time in what it looks like to interview people, what it looks like to hear people's story. I said, oh, that's like Oprah. Mm-hmm. That's what she does. Then I had to connect with people that knew how to produce radio and say, can you help me? Can you show me? Then I had to invest in making it happen, to practice.
You probably don't even know this. I had a TV show.
Get out. That's what I'm saying.
I was on a TV show for a few years called Reflections of a Diva. And that's what we did. We interviewed women.
To practice.
Yeah, it was good. Great practice. Great practice.
For next.
Yeah, for next.
Investing in yourself.
Yes.
Investing in opportunity, stretching, positioning, getting positioned. not being married to procrastination, and not having an affair with fear.
Right. Man, listen. If you if you're ready to get paid for what you're doing for free,
Hey, man, on that.
should we leave that there for a minute? Boom. Cause I was executive coaching and mentoring and sponsoring for free for years before I realized I could make some money.
Mm.
That I could transition out of corporate America doing it. Okay? So if you're ready to get paid for what you're probably already doing for free, if you're ready to take your passion you're pouring all your time and energy into build this business and you want to make a 7-figure income with it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been climbing the corporate ladder and you've reached a ceiling and you need to figure out how to pivot that to your next. You need to be at SHEBrilliance.
You need to be at SHEBrilliance.
You need to be at SHEBrilliance.
And if you've already decided that you're coming, you already know we're ready and waiting for you. Mm-hmm. But don't keep it to yourself. We're glad you're going to be there. Mm-hmm. You are the gift, mm-hmm. right? Because you know what it is, you know who we are, you know what you need, you got a fire in your belly. Mm-hmm. You refuse to just not be in the arena.
Right.
But don't miss the opportunity to bring another sister.
Right.
Don't miss the opportunity to bless somebody else's journey, because I promise you, I do believe a lot is happening now for me, not just because I showed up, but because every step of the way I helped other people. I didn't keep secret mm-hmm. what I knew. I was in corporate America. I got promoted in probably one of the most volatile of our industries mm-hmm. and companies. Mm-hmm. Because it was real. Mm-hmm. It was real, especially back then for women. It was real. Yeah. Thank God. Women like me, women like you mm-hmm. said, come on. I'll hold the door. I will ground myself and hold the door for you to get in. Or you know what? Let me introduce you to somebody. Or hey, here's somebody that I think might be able to help you. You come to this networking event with me. You be my plus one. Mm-hmm. So my question, even to the women that you're already planning, you've already made your calendar of what you're going to attend and what breakouts you're going to and all of that. You're in your mind, you're ready. Who's your plus one, sis?
Mm-hmm. Who you gonna bless?
Who you gonna bless? Because this does not work as an island.
Ooh,
it does not work
as an island. And the return on investment with service is astronomical.
You can't beat it.
You can't beat it. The return on investment when you serve and you give and you share with other people and you're vulnerable, you're transparent, and you give of yourself, the return on that investment is astronomical. You can't lose. You can't lose.
So here's what you have to think about at this point. We know you got your ticket. We can't wait to see you. The question is, when you look around at your tribe and you're not judging them, you're just looking and you're saying, Lord, who do I need to tell about this to ride with me? Who is that?
Like, share.
Let them know.
Tag your friends on this video.
Have you told her about
Tag them on this video right now. Tag your girlfriends on this video. Hey sis, have you seen this? Would you like to come with me? Just tag them right here in the comments so they can come and see and they can hear from us themselves. Yeah. And y'all can come together. Like, share, tag your girlfriends right here in this video.
And if you are thinking, hey, they talking to me, but you married to procrastination and you having an affair with fear, I say put them both aside for the next couple of days mm-hmm. and just come.
Just do it.
Just come. Put your procrastinating husband aside mm-hmm. and just come.
And don't listen to the enemy, because the enemy will tell you, oh, that ain't for you. That's for women who got it together. You still trying to figure out. You don't have your vision together. You don't have this together. You don't. The enemy always trying to tear us down, and we are harder on ourselves than other people are on us. Mm-hmm. The inner critic is just
real
all the time. Just put it to the side and just do it. And show up for you.
And you know, here's why, and we probably can close on this. You know, people ask me all the time, how do you deal with fear? And the truth is, as I've said before, and I don't think I can say it enough, you know, fear does not like movement. It really doesn't. Try it and you'll see. The kryptonite to fear, because people are always like, how do you deal with fear? How, you know, what are your tips? What can you, I say, move. And they're like, move, because it doesn't like movement. It will jump off of you and find somebody else that's sitting still. So if you're saying, I don't know, the minute you start moving, it does not know what to do with that, because fear's home is stagnation, paralysis, and non-movement. That is what it enjoys. It feeds when you're moving. The more you move, the more it does not see you as the most viable candidate to hang out with.
And the more you move, the more the universe aligns with your movement.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't that the truth?
It is the truth.
You're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. I don't have this. And the minute you do it, that check come in the mail you wasn't expecting, or that refund came that you wasn't expecting,
or that opportunity opens up and you like, oh, me?
Right. Oh, okay. So it's like the minute you start moving and taking action, the universe aligns with your intentions. Mm-hmm. It aligns with your intentions. It's powerful. It is powerful, and you can get more of this information and this knowledge. Mm-hmm. You can get. Listen.
I dare you to come with an empty toolbox.
Shoo!
I just dare you. I'm so clear. Come on.
Come with an empty toolbox. We'll fill it up for you.
Come with the empty toolbox. But be in the arena. At the end of the day, it's your choice of where you are moving to. Mm-hmm. Ain't no need to run from nothing.
Oh man.
But it's all
just never stop learning.
Right.
Even if you think I got it all together, leaders never stop learning.
I just exchanged an email with a sister friend of mine yesterday. Today's Monday. Mm-hmm. Yesterday. Saying to her, she made me an offer. She said, I can teach you some things about this aspect of your journey that you're on. Because she knows that to so many, oh, Doc already got it figured out. She got her own show. Oh my goodness, there's so much to learn. She said, I'd be more than happy to show you the ropes. I sent her back an email and said, please, I'm so ready. Not only do I want to get to know you more, but I want to learn. I want to learn, because this is the beginning of another aspect of my journey. I've shown that I can steward to this point. Now I gotta go to the next level, mm-hmm. and to the next level. So I know I still have to invest in myself. I know I still have to sacrifice. Mm-hmm. I know I still have to learn. I know I still have to show up. That doesn't stop if you are leading your life. If you are behind the driver's seat of your life, none of those things cease to be your responsibility. So we'll see you at SHEBrilliance.
We'll see you there. We can't wait.
SHEBrilliance.com.
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 It's your time. It's your time.
Yeah. Can't wait to see you.
All right.
Bye.
And we love you.
And we love you.